Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. It is time for a midweek what sold video. We've got 10 items over on eBay for a gross profit of over $1,000. So let's dive right in. All right, guys, so I'm recording this. It's Wednesday morning, and 10 sales I did not want to miss telling you guys about. I know I've got some sales on the maps for tomorrow, but there's only 3 so far on the map, and one of them I can't record at. So the other 2, it's hard to say if it's going to be worth recording or not, because, I mean, I have a lot of stuff to list, so I am very picky about the stuff that I'm buying. I know it's okay to build a little bit of a pile right now, because eventually the season will not always be this amazing. And we will have that slow time before Christmas. And just around the holidays, sales around here, they'll slow down as they do. And then after the holidays, usually like the second week of January, they start picking up again. So it's okay to have a little bit of pile. And that's what I have to remind myself, because I'm so used to trying to get through my little death pile as fast as I can, and looking at it stresses me out. But I have to remind myself that, no, Jennifer, it's okay to buy the things, because you are buying right, number 1. You are not paying too much, number 2. And you will have time to list it all. So that's all right. And I know then it also relieves a lot of that pressure of the sales that I do have on the list of the weekend, that, like, I always feel, I don't know, like that intense, like, FOMO of, I know I've got 10 maps, and where do I start? Where do I end? What order do I go in? Like, it's stressful. I don't know. I can't be the only one. And you're trying to make sure that you're doing the right direction. And like last week, you guys came with me, and 9 sales, but I did them in the order that I thought was going to be the best way, from the north to the south. But it turned out that it would have been better if I did the south to the north, but I wouldn't have known that in the time. So it's just, I don't know. I always get that little FOMO in there. And I need to just remind myself that I will still find things. There's still plenty of stuff out there. I am very picky on what I buy, and not all resellers are, and that's okay. Stay wherever you need to stay. Stay in your lane. And not everyone goes after the same stuff as me. So, I don't know. It's a whole mental thing. That's probably half of this business, is the mental game of cheering yourself on, not getting discouraged, giving yourself the high fives and the grace when you can, being excited when you find the wins, and not disappointed when you get the losses. Losses. Not losses. Losses. All right. But we've got an amazing day. This was a win day. We've got 10 items. And the last one on the list is going to be the one that I'm like, okay, yes, I am recording these today. Because otherwise I would have just hammered through. Got all of this done. We're now at noon. I've got 3 hours to get these packed and over to our post office before the drop of the day. And kids have early release on Wednesdays. Don't get me started on that, but that means they're home usually about 12:30. So I've got to get into this and get the big stuff packed before they come home and distract me. All right, so we've got some smalls in here, but that's all right. This is a $1 a day find. It's called a Fluke probe. It was $1 a day, and I found like 2 or 3 of these. So anytime you can do a multi-quantity, you do it, especially on $1 a day. So I took an offer on this last one. It sold for $21, but that's okay, because it's super easy to ship. Sorry, I just finished my lunch as fast as I could, and that's not good for your digestion. It gives me hiccups. Okay. So, yeah, I paid $1. Sold it for $21. Free shipping, but it's going in a poly mailer, so it'll be easy. Number 2 goes to this LiftMaster. I don't remember where I bought it or what I paid for it. So I'm putting $1 in my spreadsheet. I think it was with a box of those remotes, which I still need to list. I know. So it's at the box of remotes, and it might have been, I don't think it was. I think it was that box of remotes at a garage sale. But it's not complete. It's just this part. And it normally would have come with the power. It would have come with whatever goes in that hole. And it doesn't have it. It's just this part. But it still sells. So, yes, I'm going to list it. I mean, why not? Especially if I only paid $1 or so. And this sold for $20 plus shipping. And it must have charged a lot of shipping, because rates have gone up. And I think that's what a lot of people are complaining about with how expensive shipping is. But I can't control it. And I didn't want to do free shipping on this one because that's not what the comps are saying. The comps are charging people for shipping, so I will charge people for shipping. But I've got a lot of poly bags, and he'll go in a padded poly. All right. Sorry, I had a mint in my mouth. All right, we've got philosophy. This was definitely a bin find, and I want to say it was either $3 or $5, but chances are it was $3. It is open, but the stuff inside is still sealed. It's by Philosophy. It's the Amazing Grace set of beauty stuff, like body wash and perfume and whatever, lotions and potions. And it sold for $30, which is a good deal to them because it was $35, it looks like, at the store. And there's $30 for them on eBay. But again, poly mailer. I love, these are really easy shippers. We do have the next one that's not quite as easy, but I've mastered with these, and it is my mugs. These ones have a heart for me because that's when I started my reselling, was from, oh wow, no, what's his name? Gary Vaynerchuk. And if you don't follow him, you have to follow him. He is such a motivational, good person. I don't know, good motivation type of stuff to watch. And he's an entrepreneur, so we've been following him for a while. He does a series called Trash for Cash or something. It's been, gosh, probably 7-8 years since I watched it. And when he was doing this series, that's what got me excited about reselling. And his thing was mug life, hashtag mug life. And he was at these garage sales buying mugs for like 25 cents and selling them for like 15, 20 bucks. Some are even 10. So we'll say $10 to $20. And for him to be going through this and teaching people this whole lifestyle of reselling, that's what opened my eyes. And I love that he didn't have to do this for money. This was not a financial thing. It was probably, yeah, he gained some followers and do it for the social side of it, but not for the money side. This guy has multiple businesses and is not needing to resell to make $10 to pay his bills. But he does open the eyes of people to see, okay, if you're really struggling and you need to make some extra money, that reselling is where you can start. And he loves to do the mugs because you can find mugs at yard sales for $0.25. And that's what opened my eyes, was like, okay, $100, yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have an extra $100. And then it's like, okay, well, I've been making 100 a week. Now what happens if I make 200 or even a month? 200 a month. Like, how many lives can that change right now? That can pay for groceries, that could pay for gas, that could pay for sports for your kids. Like, an extra $200 a month, like, that's eye-opening. So then I'm watching it, and mentally I'm like, okay, yeah, this could be a fun little thing. And that's kind of when I scaled it. It was after watching his stuff. I'm like, okay, we don't have to do the 25 cents on mugs anymore. What if we spend $5 on this and make $20, or $5 to make $50? And then it just slowly started phasing up as I'm realizing you're doing just as much work on my 25-cent mug as I am on my $50 DVD player. I'd rather make 100 and not 10. All right. Sorry. Side note. But anyways, the mugs, that's what it just reminds me of. And Starbucks mugs are always going to be a bolo. Some of them more than others. So definitely look up. There's some sticky stuff down there. Look up each one. Like, each state, each country is going to be where it stands. So this is Buenos Aires. I have no idea where that is, so don't at me. My geography is awful. So it sold for $20, but I got it for $1 at a yard sale, $20 plus shipping. And to pack these, I bubble wrap, and then I take cardboard and wrap over it, and then I put it in a bag with more paper. So it's been a flawless system. I'm not the best at shipping fragile items, which is why I don't buy a whole lot of fragile items. I'd rather ship technology, because you can do like the the pool noodles. That's my trick with technology, foam. But with these, it's definitely bubble wrap. All right, so $20 plus shipping. I'll take it. And someone tell me where Buenos Aires is, because I've never been there, and I don't even know where in the world it is. But it sounds wonderful. All right, we've got a $5 bin find, and that goes to Nod Pod weighted blanket for your eyeballs. That's just, why do you need a weighted blanket for your eyes? I don't know. Apparently, the weighted sleep mask for stress relief and better sleep. Lathe freely with pull-through slit, no Velcro or straps. 3-minute magic. Oh, here we go. When gentle pressure is applied to the body, it has an incredible calming effect. The science behind this is known as deep touch pressure, but you'll think it's magic. Give Nod Pod 3 minutes to start feeling natural stress relief. I got another one on Dollar Day last week. Yeah, I need to find it. But it doesn't have the lid. It was just the open bottle. I'm going to give that to my daughter because I think she can use it. I didn't realize there was like actual science behind it. I just looked it up because I'm like, oh, that's a pretty box. What's it worth? And it sold for $20 plus shipping, 22 plus shipping. But yeah, I got it on, I think this was $3. No, it was $5 day. And then the one that I'm keeping because I didn't have all of it, that was $1 day. Plus shipping. I mean, yeah, all right. There. I love learning about some of this. Like, I sell it because it's worth it. I don't have to know what it is. I just have to know how to look it up. So when I'm learning what it is, now I'm like, oh, maybe I should have kept it. But I got that other one. I just have to find where in the world I put it. Oh, yeah, I'll find it somewhere. This is a disaster. Okay. All right. Sorry. Staying on point. We've got Rescue Me DVD series, $5 bin find, and thank you to a viewer who purchased this. She was actually buying it regular, and then she saw, oh wait, I just bought that from you. So she sent me a message. Hello, and thank you for the support. I will be including a fun little sticker in there for you. So thank you, and that sold for $35. Anytime DVD sets, brand new, book sets, brand new, no brainer. The next one is the book set. This one I paid up. I paid $15, but I just got it on Friday. So whatever day it is, almost a week ago. And they are not a huge profit. They're not, but they are consistent profits. So I'm fine spending $15 knowing, I mean, I don't normally do this, but knowing it's going to sell for right around $50. And I think I did plus shipping on it, but it's media mail. Media mail is actually still cheap to ship. And I knew it was going to sell fast. So I did take an offer. I took an offer of $42. So minus my 15. I mean, yeah, we're making like $15-20. So it's not going to be for a big money, but it's consistent. So if I'm finding these at the bins, still brand new sealed, yes, I'm going to grab it. If it's used, no, I probably wouldn't grab it. Well, in fact, I definitely would not grab it on $15 day. But if you're at a yard sale and you're seeing the sets, the complete sets of any books, always look them up because some of them can be some serious money. Like your Harry Potters, and I'm sure there's a lot of series that really hold their value. All right, now we are breaking 100. We went from 42 on that book to now $100 plus items. We've got 3 of them today. So the first one is going to go to Golf Club that I did not put in my spreadsheet. But I want to say it was $10 at my local thrift. They kind of have a set price on their golf clubs. They do the drivers for $30, and then putters are usually $15, and then wedges and hybrids, they usually do, I want to say $10. So I'm sticking to my $10, and this one is a senior shaft. It's used. Yes, it's got some scuffs, but there's no dents, no cracks, no chips. It's just scuffed, and you're not going to be looking at that anyway because it's hitting the ball for you on the ground. But it sold for, best offer, $109. I think I had it listed at $130, but that's fine. I need to be shipping this stuff. We're coming to the end of golf season for most of the country and the beginning of golf season for the other half of the country. Like, yeah, it's funny how that works. Arizona, California, Florida, we're just now golfing, where the rest of the world had to stop golfing because you're getting snow and cold. All right, 110, 109 plus shipping. Love it. Next item I am not picking up because it's on the ground. But it is a Toshiba DVD recorder VCR in its box. It is still in its box, you guys. So it's a big box. It actually still has a label on the side. It was originally shipped in that box. I'm going to one-up it. I'm going to put it in another box. I've got a lot of large boxes, so we can box in a box just because of what it is. But it is, I mean, anytime you can find combo players. You guys, I love combo players. But you have to test them. I had 2 of them right here that I just tested yesterday, and they are both in the garbage. Yeah. Womp womp. That's why you got to buy them cheap. So I paid $10 for that one, and it sold for $190. The two that I'm throwing away, I also paid, I think, 10 for one of them, but it had the remote. So I'm keeping the remote. I'll put it with another item when I get that player later and it doesn't have a remote, the remote doesn't work or something. So I'll hang on to that remote, but that's the cost of it. So I'll write off the $10 that I paid for it and throw it away. I had a couple players that I have listed that I'm selling as is for parts. They don't sell, guys. It's not worth it. It's taking up space and I'm never going to sell it. So I need to take it off, donate the $10 or mark the $10 as being a tax write-off and throw it away. Yeah, stay in your lane. I'm only selling stuff that works, not stuff that doesn't work. I don't need to. So yeah, $190. Oh, I think that one's free shipping. Oh, please tell me you're not going to Florida. You are going to Florida! Of course you are. But that's all right. We're going to go UPS, FedEx, one of the slow boats because it's expensive. It's heavy. But luckily with FedEx, like here we are just on postal. Just what was pre-filled was 10 pounds, 20 by 18 by 12, and it's saying $90 to ship that. Nope. Post office, you can eat dirt. We are going to be changing this over to, if it's that exact, I have to reweigh it, remeasure it, of course. But that was just before the listing. Here we are. FedEx ground, $26. Yeah. I'll pay $26, not $90. They're out of their mind. They're also a pain in the butt. They're not paying any claims. Let me know in the comments if you're having the same issue. Oh, they're loving this little game where I used to, like pre-COVID, I mean, claims are pretty rare. It's pretty rare that stuff gets broken in the mail, but it does happen. It just does. So this last item, it was that snow globe, Bath and Body Works candle holder. And I bubbled it, I foamed it, I packed it, and it gets there and it leaked everywhere. So it did not make it to its destination. It was like a $20 or $25 item. Refunded them, filed a claim with the post office. They want the item to be brought to the post office. Please. Please. Because now, here we are, fast forward like a week and a half that I finally get this letter in the mail saying, oh, if you want to file this claim, the item needs to be brought to your post office. Do you think she still has that trash that's coated in the ick from the snow globe? No, of course she does not. So, no, post office got it, and they win. So, it's just, that's been the name of the game with these postal claims. They're not paying anything. So, I am not going out of my way to support them. Like, even the added insurance, nope. The only time I will is on a really high-end item in case they lose it. That is the only time they will pay their claims, is if they lose that package. If they break it, nope. They want all kinds of proof. They want their item back to the post office. Oh, it's awful. There was another one that was, I think it was even a lost item. I swear, like I said, they're not paying anything. It was a claim that I needed to go to the post office in Phoenix. Oh, it was a retracted item. That's what it was. I shipped it, and it's being held hostage up in Phoenix. And I need to go to Phoenix to go pick it up. I'm not going to Phoenix to go pick it up. Whatever the heck it is, it's not worth a 4-hour drive for me to go get it. So, no, they just get to keep it and sell it or whatever the heck post office does. Oh, it should have been held up here in Tucson before it even made it up to Phoenix. I don't even know what it was. All right, rant over. Okay, are you guys ready for the best sale of the day? You guys are going to guess it because I just told you about it in the last video. And I knew it was going to be a fast one because the sell-through rate was through the roof. And you guys, it was that hot camera. So, this was a camera. If you didn't see the last video, I got this at a community yard sale that was held at a clubhouse. So, the whole community brought all of their stuff to this clubhouse. And because I go to this sale every year, I know exactly where they set up the different sections, different categories. Thank you to these places that do that. That's such an amazing, awesome thing when they are consistent about where they put stuff. So that when you go in, you know where it's at. Genius. So I know where I am, and I know where all the tech stuff is, and I'm like 5th in line. The first 3 are going after completely different stuff because I know who they are. So they're going to a different category. I know where I'm going, and quickly head over there and just grab all the tech things that are catching my eye. That's the sale that I'm not looking anything up because of the sheer speed that I need to get through this, knowing that there's another sale. Like, this was a day of a lot of sales. So I didn't have time to stop and really look everything up. So I had to base it on my overall knowledge and just smart decisions, right? So this one here, it was a camera in the bag. It was $5. Yes, please. I'm going to grab it. I mean, digital cameras, they sell. Sometimes $50, sometimes more than that. This one happened to be more than that. So I was happy with the 5, and then I get home and realize what in the world I just bought. So it is a Nikon, and that's like, I kind of tucked it up like this when I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh yeah, Nikon, we're going to grab it. It's $5. But I get home and realize that it's one of their newer, like, fancy, I think people use these for social media. You can record like your YouTubes and Instagrams and all the things. I don't. I use my GoPro. But this one here, tested, works, has a battery, has a memory, did not have a charger. So smart move. Instead of taking $100 off of that listing because it's missing a charger, go on Amazon and buy one for $10. $7 to be exact. So bought this guy for $7, tied it up with this. So now we are in it $13, and it sold in a matter of 2 days. I think I listed this on Monday. I want to say Monday. It sold for $415 plus shipping. Yeah. But someone was asking, it wasn't the person that bought it, but someone before was like, oh, is there an issue with the zoom? That they had an issue with zooming in on their last one and they couldn't get it replaced. So I'm like thinking, when I tested it, I was trying to zoom in. I've got like this Kate Spade bag back behind you, and I'm zooming in and I was able to see the Kate Spade logo. And when I tried to zoom more to like see the letters, it got blurry. But I'm thinking, no, that's definitely a user problem, because even when I do that with my phone, if you go and you zoom in and you didn't give it time to like focus as it's going between each zoom setting, it's going to be blurry. So I'm going to play with it again for another minute before I ship it, just to make sure that, yes, you can still zoom in completely. It's not going to blur it, but you're not going to be able to zoom in at 50x on something that's like this close. You just can't. It will be blurry. That's just technology. So I'm kind of thinking of it the same as, like I said, on your phone. If I took my phone and zoomed in at 50x, you're not going to get stuff super clear up close because it's too close. It's not going to clear in on like the hairs on my hand, or yeah, it's just not that cool yet. But yeah, $415. Yes, please. And they get the charger with it. All right, you guys. So that's all 10 sales. I've got to get packing these. I'm glad I didn't drop that camera. If for some reason tomorrow I get a wild hair and decide to record, I'll take you with, but there's not that many sales. So I don't think I'm going to record tomorrow. I'll just give you this lovely video of hopefully some really good information. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.